26 years old, was working at a bank as a bank teller. He had the ability to deposit money and withdraw money for customers. But one day he had a thought. He realized that if he took just a little bit of money from each customer's account, then he would be able to make a lot of money. And so he started to plan his heist. It was a simple plan. All he had to do was take 1 cent from each customer's account. Yes, just 1 cent. It wouldn't make any difference to them. And there were more than 100,000 customers at this bank. He knew that if he took just a little bit of money from each customer, then he would be able to get away with it. So he did it. Every day after work, he would take the banker's laptop home and then transfer 1 cent from each account to his own account. He did this every day for a whole year. He was taking 1 cent for more than 100,000 accounts, which meant that he was making a lot of money, but nobody noticed what he was doing. He was only taking 1 cent. So it didn't make any difference to the customers. And besides, they didn't check their accounts that often. So he was able to get away with it for a long time. In fact, he was able to do it for an entire year. He was taking 1 cent from everyone's account every day, and he was getting rich. But eventually, someone at the bank noticed that something was wrong. They saw that there was a lot of money missing from the customers' accounts, but they couldn't figure out where it was going. They investigated, but they couldn't find out who was responsible. And by that time, the young man had already made a lot of money. He took all the money he had made over the past year, and he used it to buy a ticket to another country. He escaped and he was never caught. To this day, no one knows what happened to him or where he is. Some people say that he's living a life of luxury in some other country, while others say that he's living in hiding, afraid that the bank will come for him. But the truth is, no one really knows. All we know is that he was a clever young man who was able to get away with stealing from a bank for an entire year. If you like this kind of story, then make sure to follow for more.